This is Sam Kirby, host of Cinema Stories. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Do you need some extra motivation in your life? Are you looking to be inspired? If so, then look no further than the Good God Company.
At the Good God Company, their mission is to create and clothe all loving humans with their unique, inspiring, and beautifully designed t-shirts.
All of the products from the Good God Company are equally designed to motivate you and improve your life. From their mugs, workout tanks, to eye-appealing shirts and sweatshirts.
Learn more about their renowned products by visiting thegoodgodcompany.com. That's thegoodgodcompany.com.
The Good God Company is proud to support Public House Media. The Good God Company. I'm feeling good.
I'm the Greg.
And I am Dave Show.
We host the Greg and Dave Show on Public House Media.
Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you're done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out our show, The Greg and Dave Show, where we talk about strange, bizarre, and sometimes just downright quirky news stories that you may not have heard about.
A new show comes out every Wednesday. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes. And hey, thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Only person in this world that reads all the confidence tips, the personal development books, the everything out there to talk about confidence, the boosters, and that I can get my hands on. And knowing that every single person wants to be fiercely confident, knowing that every single person wants to show up in a good way in their life, really sparked me to have this podcast today. Good morning. Welcome to Public House Media. Welcome to Choose to Rise. My name is Kim Meyer, and I am super excited for you to be here today. I have 5 ways for you to be fiercely confident today, and I just want to get rolling with them. First and foremost, though, I want to thank Public House Media for letting me spread my voice here, for Podbean, for being another avenue for people to find our podcast and for them to enjoy and share and be a part of this community of people who are rising up out of their current self and living their best life possible. Super shout out to all the people that have been sharing these podcasts on their social media. Thank you so much. You're being entered to win some free Choose to Rise swag this week. Anybody who wants to share the Facebook Lives, the podcast on their social media, and tag me, KJP Meyer, I would be happy to add your name to the list, and we'll be sending out a free shirt of your kind. Like there's t-shirts, there's baseball tees, there's tank tops, there's all kinds of good stuff. Check out my social media and you'll see it there. But share it on your social media, tag me in it, and you'll be entered to win in the drawing. You can enter as many times as you want, just sharing it on social media and spreading the good news about Choose to Rise. So that's one of the things that I want to talk to you about. The other thing I want to tell you about is Good God Company is pretty amazing. They create lots of amazing, super inspiring and motivational consumer goods, tanks, shirts, cups, everything you can think of. They are super cool people, and we are so glad that they sponsor us here on Choose to Rise and help us bring my voice to you and bring inspiration and positivity to you. All right, let's get rolling. All right, thanks so much for jumping on, guys, on the live video. Give me some hearts and loves. Let me know where you're from. Let's connect and be confident together. All right, I want to connect with people. I want to help other people be inspired and just do things well. All right, so I've got lots of PD books sitting in front of me this morning, and some of them I'm going to share with you. But I want to share with you 5 ways to be fiercely confident. I know I talk to a lot of ladies here a lot of the times, but I know there are guys listening, and major shout out to Stuart, who is a faithful listener and reaches out and says that he appreciates the podcast and he appreciates being able to listen and be inspired. He said, don't forget the fellas. So yes, you're so right. My niche, the people that I specifically work with on my coaching team are a lot of women, but men need to be confident too. And, showing up confidently is something that all humans need. And so whether we are or a girl or a guy, we're working to be fiercely confident, because when we show up confident, when we show up in a positive way, we're able to live our best life. And that's where we rise up and be our best. So, all right, number 1, be authentic. Nothing screams ill-confident than when you're forcing yourself to be somebody that you're not. Be authentic. Whatever you decide to do in life, there will be times when we find ourselves comparing ourselves. There's going to be times where we don't understand the situation. There's going to be times when you'd rather be anybody else but yourself. But I would highly advise that you just be you. There is a reason that we all look different. There's a reason that we were all created differently. There were a reason that we all have different tastes and ideas and skills and personalities and whatever. There's a reason for all of that. Every single person on this planet has a different life experience. Every single person on this planet has a different expectations and new ideas to bring to the table. Every single person on this earth was created differently, uniquely themselves by God to be living out the life that He designed for them. So why would we try to force ourselves into somebody else's life? Why would we force ourselves into somebody else's purpose and path, right? So hey, Beth, thanks for jumping on. So same thing applies to everything else. Trying to be somebody else, trying to look like someone else, work like someone else, think like someone else. Some of those things, those just are not authentically you, and you're likely to be wasting your time and energy when you're there. So be authentic, be you. If you're Jen Sincero from You're a Badass book says, if you are not being you, you're not being authentically you, you're robbing the world of your uniqueness, because you're the only one that there is. And, yes, you can try to improve. You can try to role model your life after somebody else. Like, you are the 5 people that you spend your most time with. But, be you in that situation. Don't worry about being just like somebody else. Be the things that you want to accomplish, work on the things that you want to do, but also just know that you are good enough as you are, and you'll be loved and you'll be confident. And the only place that you'll really find true happiness and true confidence is when you are yourself and you're not trying to fit into somebody else's shoes. The second thing that you can do to be fiercely confident is be unapologetic. By society standards, I am a different cat, right? I have chosen a different career. I have, I've chosen an unconventional way in my life. I have done different things, but, there's lots of ways to look at things. The society would say, you're crazy for stepping away from that full-time job. But I would say I am making a difference and doing things in a positive way for other women in life. Like, it's all about perspective, right? There's some people that say a working mom is a bad mom. Like, they would say a good mom is somebody who stays at home and has the kitchen ready and her food ready on the table and takes care of kids. Like, whatever. Be unapologetically you. Be confident in who you are, who God's made you to be, and worry about yourself only. I'm really sorry that my connection is kind of low today. I don't know why, but it's all recording, I promise. Be you. Don't apologize for anything that is you. Be unapologetically you. By yourselves. Don't let things define you, but they do help make you you. So never apologize for who you are. Never apologize for what makes you you. Unless, of course, you're rocking a job interview with, like crazy people, like whatever. But just be you. Be unapologetically you. When I had an incident recently that I posted on my Facebook page, but there was a lady that approached me in the grocery store, and she called me out on why aren't you I heard you quit the school. And I was like, yeah, I did. I'm pursuing a passion of mine in health coaching and sharing positivity with other people. And I didn't go all into, I just said, yes, I did. And she was like, well, why did you do that? There are going to be people out there that judge you all the time, regardless of what you do. So you might as well be you, unapologetically you, and own the fact of who God made you to be. Own the fact of who He's created you for and what God wanted you to be. So 2 books that I wanted you to pick up. One is Girl Wash Your Face. She has another book coming out in March that I can't wait for. But this is going to help you, I promise. Okay. The other one I want you to pick up is The Happiness Advantage. Super amazing book. You need to read this book as well. And, the third one that I would tell you to read is You're a Badass. And I don't have it right handy to show you, but it's all about being unapologetically you and loving who you are in your own skin and your own ideas. And that's number 3. Own your ideas. At the beginning of the year, I had this crazy idea of leaving my trusty job and being who I wanted to be. But as it went through, there was one thing that really just said, like, you got to follow your heart. You got to do what makes you you. And I believe that ideas occur for a reason. We are unlikely to get an idea that we are incapable of putting forward to carrying out. So never be afraid to explore new ideas. Never be afraid to implement your new ideas, because you'll just figure out along the way why or how you're supposed to be going. They're kind of like the bumpers of life and how you're figuring out to go down your path, right? So you'll never know if you don't explore it. So if someone asks you your opinion, they're asking you for a reason. Don't be afraid to speak up and just share what you think. But when you have new ideas come into your life, figure them out. Think about them. Analyze them. Are they going to help me get to where I want to go? Are they not going to help me get to where I want to go? When I first started this podcast, I was like, I didn't really know what I would talk about. I didn't know what I would say. I just started talking and sharing what's worked for me. And so the things will work out. If you take an idea and run with it, and you'll never know where it's going to go unless you give it a try. So be you, be unapologetically you, and then, run with your ideas and let them see where they take you. Because, sometimes, we're given this life, and we don't always know and understand the plan. We don't always know and understand where we're headed. But if we have faith in where He wants us to be, and have faith in the ideas and the concepts of where we're headed, and just live where we're going. I have this card here from Gabby Bernstein that says, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about how I see my world. And that's so true. Like, when you are looking at your world in a lens of uncertainty, when you're looking at your world in a lens of like ill confidence, when you're looking at your world in a lens of, I don't know if I fit in here, you just feel not so good. But if you can look at your world and say, I am faithfully strong in who I am. God made me to be amazing. God created me here for a purpose. And you can stand in that faith and that solid rock of Him, and know that you are here for a reason and a purpose. That gives you confidence. That helps you stand up a little bit taller. So when you can lean on certainty and faith, and you change how you see the world around you. All right, number 4. Take responsibility. Take 100% responsibility. I think I could have, divided this into probably 2 or 3 different posts or comments or talked about things, but, life happens, right? Life happens, fact. But it's not so much what happens that is important. What is important is how you react to it. For example, when you are, at a car accident, there could be somebody on each corner. Like, let's just say it happened right in the middle. And when there's somebody on each corner, and when they all look at that accident, they're all going to see something different. It may be how they've been in an accident before that they respond differently. It may be what the angle they had when they were looking at it. Maybe it was, where the timing of the whole situation. You get to decide how you respond to a situation. So, you may be compelled to, it may be something. I'm sorry, my connection is so bad. I don't know why it keeps going in and out. But you have the opportunity to show up in your own way to every situation. So how you respond to something is how you will feel about it. How you respond to something is how you will react to it, and how you will move forward in the situation, what you'll think about it. So it may not be something that you necessarily thought would happen, but if you show up to a situation with anger, if you show up in a situation with confusion, if you show up in a situation with uncertainty, that it doesn't exude confidence, and it doesn't help you move forward in a positive way. So what I would say is, to any time that you are, you're in a situation, take responsibility for the situation. Think about how you can, work through what's happening in your life, how you're feeling about things. If you want to feel better about what's going on, take responsibility, step back, look at how things are going in your life, and then react to make things better. Did the way you react to make things better, or did the way you react bring a positive spin to things? All right. So that one's kind of wonky. But number 5, look after yourself. Look after yourself. Nothing I've ever said is going to make any difference in your life unless you give your permission to stop, to breathe, to relax, and to move on in a positive state. You get to decide that. Sometimes we can feel guilty if we take time for ourselves and say no to things. But if you can have the confidence to say no, if you can have the confidence to do what's going to help you move forward, if you can have the confidence to say, life is becoming unbearable right now, I need to take a pause and refocus myself, you'll be able to focus more, feel fresher and healthier, and you'll be able to do more things in life. Thank you so much for staying with me on this, Bethany and Mandy. Thank you so much. I don't know what's going on with my connection. But if you be confident in who you are. Look after yourself. Stay healthy. Do things in your life that give you energy, whether it's reading good books, whether it's listening to podcasts like this, whether it's, fueling yourself with positivity from a community of healthy living individuals, if it's getting exercise, if it's eating better, all of those things. Look after yourself, because like they tell you on the plane, put your own oxygen on first and then help other people. That's how you can show up confidently. That's how you can show up with energy. That's how you can show up in a way that's going to help you help other people. So thanks so much for joining me this morning. I'm so glad that you stuck with me here on the live video and that you're here in the podcast version. Check us out on Podbean, iTunes, Spreaker. Make sure you go check out the Good God Company and thank them for sponsoring us. If you'd like to get a discount on any of the goods there on public or on Good God Company, use PHM10, I believe is the discount code. And if that's not it, message me and I'll make sure I get that to you. And also make sure you're sharing this. Make sure you spread the word about Choose to Rise and get entered into the free Choose to Rise swag giveaway, either on Instagram or on Facebook. Share away and tag me in it and you'll get in there. If you're looking for a healthy living community, if you want to look after yourself a little bit better, I would love for you to join my Choose to Rise healthy living community. We're working on being positive. We're working on improving our health and our wellness, and it's just a community of uplifting people. And I say all the time, you are the people you spend the most time with. So who are you spending time with? Who do you want to be? How do you want to improve your life? Hang out with those kinds of people, but then be authentically you in the process. Again, thanks so much for joining me this morning. I hope to see you back here on Friday when we go live and talk more about uplifting confidence and being happiness. We're going to be giving away the Happiness Advantage in one of my groups coming up here very soon, and we're going to be working through this in a book club. I'm super excited for it. So if that's something that interests you as well, message me and we will get started there too. All right. Thanks so much for joining me and I'll see you later. Bye.